Best of one game coming up here. It is the next round of Go for SC2 Monday Premium. It's the round of 16, the last round of best of ones, and we have a ZvZ. Spawning down in the bottom left-hand position of Yonsu. It's the Bly ZvZ player. He represents Acer. It's Bly. His opponent, to the top right, the red ZvZ, representing Alliance. None other than SoftOf. So, SoftOf, he was able to take down Todd in the previous round to get here, in what was a brilliantly played game by him. He was able to utilize multi-prong attacks with a very Ling and Muta heavy composition, and just was everywhere at once. He attacked all three of Todd's bases simultaneously. And Todd, while he defended fantastically the first time, a subsequent attack and third attack just proved to be a little bit too much. This game, things are starting to go a tiny bit different though. It's a ZvZ for a start, and we've got a very different build order coming down from these two. Bly started with a very early pull into a very early gas. This means he's going to have speed up and the ability to make Lings exceptionally early. SoftOf, on the other hand, I believe this was it must be a 15 pull. He's going to be getting that down a lot later. There's already 6 Lings on the way. We've also got a Baneling that's coming down. So a Zergling, Baneling, Brunt, or Zergling Baneling attack at least, coming through here from Bly. SoftOf, he's expanding now. And as such, by getting an expansion, he's going to be getting himself into a bit of a dangerous spot. This Overlord, being a hero for SoftOf, scouts the Zerglings coming forward. Bly is now revealed. His strategy has been seen. Lava should be banked up and Zerglings should be made as a matter of urgency. The natural base has been cancelled. SoftOf knows he's not going to be able to handle that, and may even opt at making a spine. There we go. So this spine just means that he's going to be doing his utmost to survive. If he survives, he's up in drones, 14 to 9. He's in a great spot. But what he doesn't know yet is that there's Banelings. This Overlord hasn't come over to scout. He hasn't got a good look. Knows a couple more Lings are on their way, but the Banelings only now being revealed. This is going to be frustrating for SoftOf. Zergling Baneling hits can be devastating. It takes 2 Banelings to kill off drones. First Baneling goes down, and it's imperative that SoftOf waste these Banelings. He's got more spines coming down. He's got a queen up. The drones need to be split. They can't all take big detonations. Another Baneling goes down. There's still 2 more remaining. Look at these splits from SoftOf. Brilliant so far. He's got to keep this up though. His queen is very low on health. Another Baneling gets taken down. The third Baneling dies. 1 more coming through, but for the moment, SoftOf defending this well. Still up by 3 workers. Bly behind this is continuing on with some more dronage. So he's not committing to this pressure. Still has 1 Baneling waddling about, doing what Banelings do. And a lot of investment has been spent to defend against this. 3 spine crawlers in total. Nice Baneling detonation there. That was a good hit. So resources lost. We see that Bly has lost more resources by 175. But each of these spines are effectively 150 minerals. 100 for the spine and 50 for the drone. So that's already 450 minerals spent by SoftOf that he didn't really want to have to do. What he did have though was additional drones for quite a long time. And those additional drones mean that he can probably afford this. And overall SoftOf has a decent mineral balance. What he doesn't have though at the moment is Zergling speed. Interestingly, Bly has only just started up speed, so even though he had this early gas, he spent all of that gas on Banelings and not on getting down Zergling speed. So actually, if SoftOf were to start his Zergling speed up shortly, if he started putting some drones in that gas, he won't fall too far behind. Worker count wise, 18 to 15, but the natural base coming out quite considerably sooner for SoftOf compared to Bly. Bly though, he's going to be going down to expand here, and what could have been a very quick game has now transitioned into the mid game a bit more. Both players are going to be looking to get up their naturals. Both players are going to be doing that dangerous dance of Zerglings and Banelings, and both are going to be trying to tech up and get into kind of the later stage of the game where we should be seeing some Mutalisks and such. These spines edging forward to where there's a much tighter choke so they're able to poke down more effectively, prevent the spread of Banelings should more come through. And there are more coming through. 2 are morphing just outside of the natural base, but sort of, I think, may see them. He's got an Overlord right on top. 1 spine going on the high ground, which is always a nice trick. It gives it extra range down here. The other 2 moving out, but they haven't burrowed up yet, and that means these 2 banelings could be a little bit annoying. A lot of Zerglings are also here, and this could catch sort of off guard. Both banelings detonate pretty quickly, though. Sort of doesn't have those spines burrowed. He's only got 2 spine crawlers of his own, and as such isn't going to be too happy. He needs to pull them back towards his defensive spine that he's got up already, burrowing the other 2. But the Zerglings can just run straight through, and that is exactly what Bly's going to be doing. 12 lings coming through for sort of at the moment, and he's again being very defensive up against this incredibly aggressive style of Zerg that Bly is employing. Unfortunately for sort of, he's lost 5 workers, which means that he's actually down after losing that drone a little to Bly. Not somewhere where he really wants to be. But he does have his natural base up sooner. It has been up, he's been mining there, so he's getting a couple of extra drones out. Bly committing further in getting more Zerglings onto the field, morphing in 2 more banelings that have just finished in the middle of the map there. And they're probably not going to be too effective. 3 spine crawlers already in a nice position, sort of, morphing his own baneling now. And with all of this, he should be alright. Manual detonation could be devastating, but sort of sees it. Backs away, goes the other way. Always something to be careful of, be aware where your Zerglings are going in a ZvZ. A couple of lings streaming through as they see 2 banelings there, 1 more joining them. But the lings make it up into the main. Good positioning by Bly of this queen between the spawning pool and also the hatchery, just preventing it from getting surrounded by the Zerglings. Sort of, they're attempting to sneak through a couple more banelings, but he's got 4 at the front actually, forcing an evacuation of drones. Those banelings wandering in forward, 2 for 2. Still 1 more baneling remains though for sort of. He's going to try and get the biggest hit he can, but may only get 2 Zerglings for it, and does only get 2 Zerglings for it. He's still continuing on with the aggression though. More banelings coming through, defensive banelings morphing in for Bly. The drone count now 31 to 28 in sort of's favour, managing to sneak just a couple more lings through while continuing this great aggression. A spine crawler in production for Bly, and that's going to be his first one. He's starting to feel the wrath of this very aggressive Zerg style himself. Banelings wandering in, they get some good detonations on drones and a spine. The natural base takes big damage, so do those lava. Bly now in a lot of problems. He's got 12 lava still remaining somehow, but he's lost his spine, he's lost a good number of drones. The worker kills 10 to 7, but the worker count now 31 to 22. Bly is in problems. His very aggressive opening has hurt his economy, and now the superior economy of sort of just going to town. For some reason, he's even bringing a spine over. Maybe going to offensively burrow that up. Banelings moving forward now. 1 detonates. There's 3 defensive banelings. A good number of defensive Zerglings. All the banelings now gone for both players. 1 for sort of, which is more later coming up. The aggressive spine crawler trying to get itself into position. The Zerglings trying to duke it out with a couple more of those drones. The spine crawler now burrowed up. Should be out of range of that other spine. The queen needs to be careful though. Sort of going to start chipping away at that spine, getting some good damage down actually. Falls back, more banelings coming through. Banelings morphing for Bly as well on the high ground. 22 more Zerglings on their way out though for sort of. That's what's starting to look scary. In come the banelings. They need to be careful. They detonate onto the spine, but it survives with 25 HP. Tough situation to be in. More poking, more prodding. Defensive banelings trying to find their way through. 2 get taken out for nothing. Big baneling hit there on so many Zerglings, and sort of now flooding him with lings of his own. Going to be able to take down that queen. He's in a very good spot. The army supply 31 to 10. Banelings connecting left, right, and center. But it's ultimately sort of who's coming out on top here. He's taken out both of his opponent's queens. 16 more lings about to pop, but more drones getting taken down in the process. A baneling detonation for sort of there will damage a lot of those drones. He's got a monumental amount of Zerglings coming through, and there's no defensive banelings yet. 9 morphing in offensively, but this number of lings is going to be too much. GG is called, and sort of tears through Bly, dealing with that early aggression so well, to advance forward into the quarterfinals, which of course are best of 3.